and I'm going to attempt to create a Minecraft server from scratch. What's really good about creating a Minecraft server from scratch is you can set all the settings to be exactly what you want, or closer to what you want. I've started many Minecraft servers starting around 2010. Some of them were very successful with up to 20 people on at a time. All of them died out eventually after a month or two and people stopped playing. I hear Minecraft is a seasonal game, but I know people who have servers for years and years, like Indomine. If you go to indomine.com, he has a server that's been up for over 10 years. And that's impressive. I am willing to be that way too. Uh, One thing I won't be covering is how to prevent attracting griefers. I don't know how to prevent that. I, I guess just trying to talk to certain people, and I guess I'll start. Um, Here, one second. Another thing is, if you're gonna host from home for free, you need to port forward on your router to the machine that's hosting. I'll repeat that. If you're going to host a Minecraft server from home for free, you need to port forward port 25565 Java version to the machine that's hosting your Minecraft server. And you might have to open a firewall port on Windows too. Um, for the hardware that's going to host my Minecraft server, I'm choosing to go with Google Compute, which are computers run by Google. Well, they're made, you know, like powered by Google. They're just like set up by Google, and you can set them up your own way after that. Um, and I guess I'll just get right into it. So, if I'm gonna go on an overview um, of what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna configure the hardware, which minimum 2 CPU, minimum 4 gigabytes of RAM, minimum 10 megabit per second upload speed. And Google has a lot higher network speed. That's one of the things that attracts me to Google. And then install the appropriate Java version, and then download the appropriate Minecraft version. I'm going to use a Bucket plugin compatible version like Spigot, and then accept the EULA, which is just configuring a file to say you've read the rules of the software, and then configuring the server.properties file, and yeah, installing optionally installing plugins. This should take some hours to do, and like for some, like I'm missing mentioning steps like configuring the domain name to point to the server and things like that. Um, yeah, but I guess I'll just get started. And when I'm entering sensitive information like credit card details, I'll try to blank out the screen. All right, let's start. So console.cloud.google.com is where I'm going to start. And the first thing we have to do is create a budget. Um, so let's try to figure that out. My projects, billing account 2, payment. Oh my god. Alright. Oh my god. Seems they're charging me $37 just to store information. It's not really good. I don't like that. I need to think about that. What's this? Oh, it's just the ending balance. Okay, that's different. They're not charging me 37 a month. That's just the balance. All right, let me turn off my there because I'm entering a credit card. All right. All right. Now, I paid $90 to pay off the balance and put some money in there. So now I can configure it. All right, let's do it. So, compute engine. Compute engine API enable. Enable billing. Which is closed. Oh man, I might have to wait for billing to update. Transactions. Hasn't updated the balance yet. Huh. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Alright, let's see. Enable. I know these, the tissue on my earphones are kind of funny looking, but they feel really comfortable. They protect my earphones from moisture. Oh, and I can align. There, that's better. It's taking a while to enable. Oh, it worked. Alright, so this is where you set up a virtual computer for the the Minecraft server you want. And what's cool about this is you can also set up to have a web page. And I'm gonna use Linux, a Linux version, as my operating system. And you can specify the computer specifications too, which is very nice. Alright, so I like naming these O for some reason. Yeah. Now you can locate it wherever you want. Like, you can put it in Oregon. which is pretty close to where I live in California, or even Los Angeles, but I think the price goes up in Los Angeles. Yeah, see the price went up. So Oregon is a little nicer. The middle of the US is good too. Um, like what it said initially. I forgot what it said. Iowa, probably. That's good too. It's probably closer to Europe too if I go to Iowa. Huh. You can specify how what specifications um, you have on it. Probably go to $50 with this one. Yeah, $50. I love to. I love to get really high-end computers for my Minecraft server. I find it makes it run a lot smoother, but the price goes way up when you do that. So I don't know for sure if I want to do that. The good thing about it being a low price is you can run it into the future easier. But the bad thing is if it performs poorly, people won't want to play as much. Huh. 2 CPUs, 8 gigabytes. I think that's what I should do. I mean, if I want 4 CPUs, like, I don't know. 25 a month for 4 gigabytes. Is that worth it? I got some water. I'll be right back. Seems like someone got me Starbucks. So that's cool. Tastes like burnt coffee. Alright. Oh man, I have a hard time deciding. I think it needs 8 gigs because when I want the view distance to be far and I install a lot of plugins, so that's going to take up memory. Ideally, I'd want 4 CPUs and maybe even more RAM, but that would up the price a whole lot. So 2 CPUs, 8 gigabytes of memory. Alright. Now, I'm going to install Debian, which Debian 11. I really like this version of Linux distro. Um, it's Debian is what Ubuntu is made out of, but Debian is more bare bones, so you have more security and less irrelevant stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna make the disk 20 gigabytes because um, when people explore the world, it'll probably take gigabytes. Um, what's cool about Google is you can back up your hard drive and change the computer settings when you want. All right, is 20 gigabytes enough? Well, you know what? Let me. I have my old server. Um, I have my old server uh, on my hard drive, and so I can check to see how big that got. Yeah, here. Let's see how big my old Minecraft server was. Oh, 20 gigabytes. Alright. Maybe I should do 30. Uh, hmm. No, 20 is good. Give me an error when there isn't enough. Alright, now I'm going to put a website on it. So allow HTTP and HTTPS traffic. That's important. Um, I'm going to use the web interface to log into the console. Oh, it's only $2 for 20? I'll do 30. I'm going to use the web interface to log into the console. Um, so, but if you want to log in directly, you'd need to set that up. So let's change it to 30. 40. Yeah. When it backs it up, it compresses all the empty space out. So you pay for a lot less. And only backs it up when you manually back it up. Alright, it's in Iowa. Um, this looks good. Now, do I want it to be closer to me? I'm gonna say ping Iowa. Actually, all I have to do is picture of the United States. Look at the distance, because the distance usually dictates how long it takes. Like, probably takes 50 to 100 milliseconds to go from California to the East Coast. So, there's that distance, there's that distance. Probably 25 milliseconds to get to Iowa, um, which isn't too bad. If I put it closer to me, then it would be better for me, but for other people it'll be worse because they have to go all the way. It won't be that much worse, but yeah, because Europeans will probably feel just fine playing on it too. If it's in Iowa, it's right in the middle. Hmm. Still deciding. Oregon, huh? And it turns out that Oregon has the same distance as LA. So, and it's also the same price as Iowa. So maybe I want to be in Oregon. Yeah, maybe I want to be in Oregon. Alright, change it to Oregon. Yeah, alright. It's all looking good. Let's just think about it a little moment more. I think I want to create it. Alright, create. Oh, my video is gone there. So now it's creating that instance. I like survival servers. Like I don't like PvP. I might even disable PvP on my server to be honest. Oh, there it's ready. Now one thing I'll do that's special is this is the external IP. I'm gonna point my odlag.com domain to it. So that people just put in odlag.com and they can connect. Now to purchase domain is about $15 a year, and you just go to like GoDaddy or Namecheap.com. I suggest Namecheap and buy a domain, and then you just point it in DNS, domain name server. So here's odlag.com. I'm gonna click manage, I think. DNS seems more obvious. Yeah. Uh, Maybe I should click DNS, manage DNS. Yeah. All right. So this is the old IP. Let me edit that to be this new IP. And it changes really fast on the internet. Like it just spreads almost instantly. So now it's pointing to that server that we have at Google. All right. All right. So let's log in to the server and set it up. And yes, for this server, it does cost $50 a month with this level of hardware to have the Minecraft server. And if I get more, yeah, anyway. So this is the server. This is what Linux looks like. It has a command prompt and you type things. This is one popular sudo app. Sudo just makes you an administrator with the command. Um, so that you can type things, and it it it, it always tries to work. Sudo apt update. These are almost muscle memory for people who use Linux. And sudo apt upgrade. And so it tries to upgrade all the software on the machine, the operating system and other software too. Now, what's really good about Google is they have amazing network infrastructure. So you have the most reliable network connection. And if people try to DDoS you, it's also very resistant to that. Because one good thing about using a pre-set up server like this is it's probably already hardened against hackers and malicious things, so you don't have to worry about that as much. Oh, I'm going to install HTOP. It's a It's a kind of a performance viewer. It looks at the computer's performance, like how much CPU usage and RAM is used, but in a colorful way, HTOP. And it's a very popular Linux program too. All right, let's. So now these Linux systems have Google software on them, and I guess that's to make it work better with the hardware that it runs on and the software that runs with it. So even though the screen is still, it's doing a lot of processing on the server itself. Like the CPU usage is probably high right now because it's doing a lot. It tells you what it's doing. It's setting up, like for instance here, Google Cloud SDK, but it's not showing you like how much it's actually doing. It's just doing it. Yeah. And part of me thought that I should take these Kleenex off, these tissues off my ears, but this is how I feel comfortable. I could try to mold myself into what's more, but I don't even know if it's that appealing. It's just not different. But I want to be comfortable being myself, so I'm keeping the ear protection. And I love Minecraft servers. They're like a reality simulator, and it's really fun because you can change things and it lasts. You can explore and not know what to expect because the world in Minecraft is procedurally generated. And what that means is it uses mathematical algorithms to to make what you see different all the time. Like like the way that it generates land is somewhat unexpected, which I like. It makes it so that you can explore and find cool areas. So right now it's updating man dash database. Oh, there we go. Man stands for manual. It's how you can look up help when it comes to commands in Linux. Like if I looked up man for sudo, I just do man space sudo, and it'll give me an overview and give me some of the ideas of how to use it. Alright, sudo apt install htop screen. What else? I don't know, that's enough for now. And this is a very small program, so they install really fast. So all I do is type htop, and it'll show me the resource usage on the computer. Now look at those CPU usages. They're like constantly at zero, and that shows you how efficient Linux is. It doesn't have any bloat. It doesn't do unnecessary things. So you have full access to your computer's performance, which is really nice. Alright, screen, okay. I'm gonna make a folder called Minecraft mkdir. Stands for make directory. Minecraft. cd Minecraft. Okay, now we need to install Java. Um, so let's see. What version of Java does um, Minecraft 1.19.3 need? Yeah, that's a good question. Java Edition. I'm trying to figure out the answer. I could just install any Java. I like OpenJDK. It's an open source version of Java. I like open source because you know what you're getting into. And things can be solved really easily. It's usually very efficient. Alright. Um, I'll just say install Java Debian 11. Alright. Open JDK. Default. Open. Oh, here's the latest Java. It says. Open JDK 17. JDK is for when you program, like write programs and need to compile them. So unless you're actually writing the program on that system and need to compile it on the system, you don't really need it. Sometimes it's handy in case like this isn't up to JRE isn't up to stuff. Java runtime environment is able to just run programs, and that's all we need. I mean, it doesn't hurt to install both of them. It just takes up more space, but I'm just going to install the JRE because all we need to do is run a program on this. So open JDK 17 JRE. So that's how we install it. Let's try to do it. All right. Let's try to do it. Sudo apt, and it doesn't matter where you run apt, which folder you're in. It does the same thing. So it installs it in like when it installs Java, it installs it into its own folder, and same with other programs, so you don't have to worry about where you are. So apt install open JDK. Well, what did it say? It said something. I'm gonna open, well, here, how to install Java Debian 11. Alright. Open JDK 17 JRE. Okay. 17 JRE. Alright, let's see. Alright, it wants to use 510 megabytes of disk space to do it, but that sounds great. And it's probably less than if we installed JDK, which is the developer part of it. Yeah, it probably just has to install it on the hard drive and doesn't have to really like interact with the operating system. So it's just doing hard drive activity now, probably for the most part. And once it's done, it's done. Like you'll see, it might have to update the man database, but yeah, there it goes. But it's fast. There we go. It's Java version. Shows you that it's installed. That's really how it is, how easily it is to install Linux programs usually, which is better than Windows. Alright, let's see HTOP, just because it's pretty. Now, see the yellow in the memory? What's cool about Linux is that, and Windows probably does this too, but Linux probably does it better, is that when it has hard drive information and it has unused RAM, it stores that hard drive information on the RAM, and when the CPU wants to access it or update it, will access it for the most part. It knows that it's on the RAM, so it accesses it instantly. So you have a really fast hard drive activity because it's using the RAM. And that's also good because when you have more RAM, like we have more RAM here, it'll, with a Minecraft server, it'll cache, which means like uh, have have fast access to um, the hard drive data for the world. So when you break blocks, it'll instantly break and things like that. So that's really good. Um, so that's good. We have all that. All right. So now I'm gonna test that this that that the ping should work. Now in Windows, just type CMD at the prompt, and it'll bring up a prompts like this, and you can do ping, which basically says like, see how fast, how responsive, how long it takes for you to access a website or an IP address, a computer on the internet. So it goes there and it comes back and tells you how long it takes. So odlag.com. And this says 127. Well, the whole IP matters, but you can usually figure it out like by the last one or two digits. 119, 127. Now it says it takes 36 seconds, but it gets lower. 119, 137. Oh, there it is. See that? It's the same IP address. So we're actually talking to the computer that's going to host Minecraft. So that's really good. And you can use the ping command in Linux too. It works just fine. And if like ping uses like so little amount of data that you can run a ping command all the time just to like keep an internet connection alive. It doesn't usually need it, but it doesn't hurt either, and it tells you uh, like data over time, like how responsive it is, how much it's up. In Windows, you just do the -t modifier, and it'll just keep on pinging it every second, and it's only 32 bytes. That's like 20 words on the internet every second, and so it's really efficient, and you don't have to worry about it running all the time. You can just minimize it, to be honest. All right, so now we have Java installed. We have our system set up. The, the next thing to do is install a version of Minecraft, and I like Spigot because it's the most, as far as I know, performance version of Java Minecraft. And Java Minecraft is good because it works really well and you can configure it in many ways. All right, so spigotmc.org and downloads, Spigot and build tools. I mean, they want you to use build tools, so I guess I'll do that. But I wish it would just give the actual program. Okay, so build tools.jar. I copied the link to it by right clicking to say copy link. And that's not what we want. Okay. And wget is a Linux program, and you just give it a link. I hold shift and press insert, and it does the link, and it'll download the 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 program you're downloading or the file you're downloading to the folder you're in. So I don't want to put it in Minecraft directly. We're just wanting because it's gonna make the program the Minecraft server software file, but it has a bunch of stuff we don't need in the Minecraft folder. So make directory build tools, and then cd, which is change directory build tools. I'm having fun doing this. I didn't think I'd make this video because I kind of want to be private these days, solitude, but I'm having fun doing this. Alright, let's do wget, shift insert. Oh, wget isn't installed. Sudo apt install wget. And then you can press up arrow to go to the previous commands. Alright, so buildtools.jar. Now, to run a Java program, you do java-jar and then the program name. Oh, why didn't that work? Git. Oh, Git isn't installed. Okay, sudo apt install Git. And, alright, so let's try now. Alright, it's good. It's gonna install the software to make the the executable file for a Minecraft server. So that's, yeah, really good. So it shows a bunch of Lingo. It's downloading things. It's like analyzing things. It's setting up things. All to install. I'll just make one file basically. See, the good thing about Minecraft is it's very modifiable. I don't know if the software is open source, but somehow they figured out how how all the software runs. I think that's partly because it uses Java and you run directly from the source code as far as I know. And that means that you can see all the software kinda. And so when you want to change something in Minecraft, you just look into how the software works and you modify it. All right. Like if I was looking at the CPU usage of this, it'd probably be really high. But yeah, I love when computers do things like this because it's like it's alive. And all this is running on the remote computer in a Google Data Center. It doesn't have to use my home machine at all. There are things I don't like about the modern version of Minecraft. I think it kind of is too complicated in some respects. Like, I don't like the flying bats. They're not bats, but they look like the Tesla version of bats that attack you when you don't sleep enough. I think I want to disable that on my server, which is really easy to do. And yeah, I think I want to make it an easy server, which means you can kill mobs really easily and things like that. You don't have to worry about your health as much. And I might disable PvP. I mean, people sometimes do PvP for fun, but I don't know. I don't like try to kill people. Not usually. Yeah. And if I disable PvP, which means players can't attack other players and hurt them, they can't hurt them, then it makes it kind of known that it's not that type of server. And people can get to where they want to go. You can kind of see all the work that the computer is doing, like with the output. Alright, it's done. Saved as spigot 1.19.2.jar. Oh, why didn't it do point .3? I don't know. Why didn't it do point .3? Because isn't the newest Minecraft version point .3? Ah, point .2.jar. Oh, shoot. Let me see what the changelog is from Minecraft's Java server. Java server changelog. It'll tell me what point .3 does. Alright, not Bedrock. Oh, there it is. Java Edition point .3. Because if it doesn't do anything on the server, then I can see why it'll do point .2. Hmm. Looks like it might change the server a little bit, and even though it didn't say there is a Spigot 1.19.3, I can probably install it with a custom command. So when I do this, I can say help, and it'll say like version or something. Reversion, version to build. There it is. Default latest. So let's see what happens when I do this and I do revision 1.19.3. Alright, now it's making a 1.19.3. Now, when a new Minecraft version comes out, the 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 develop the there's a whole group of software enthusiasts who know how to program that figure out how it works, and from what they figure out, they make software like Spigot. So when Mojang releases a new CSS remapping jar, when it releases a new server, they have to figure out how it works, and sometimes there's a delay where they're trying to figure it out. So even though 1.19.3 is the newest version, sometimes it takes a while to get the software, the Spigot software to be updated. And it takes even longer sometimes from plugins. Plugins change how Minecraft works, and it takes longer for that to even update. Um, some plugins never get updated, or like they're like maybe someone will update it in the future, but they have to change the code to work. But anyway, yeah. So, but what's good about things like Spigot is it's like if there are changes to the Minecraft code that change how plugins work, they might be able to have in between functionality where even old plugins can work. Also, if the text seems really small, it's because I'm using an ultra wide monitor, and so like on YouTube, oh, maybe there's a way for you to zoom in to what I'm doing to see it better. Um, I guess I could have like selected the window and made it really big. That might be helpful. I just don't want to do that yet. Alright, speaking of 1.19.3.jar, that's really good. So let's copy it to Minecraft. So copy spigot, or spigot, okay, dot 3.jar to dot dot means like the above directory, like closer to the root anyway. Like it means like up one directory. And then Minecraft, and hopefully it'll be in there. So cd space dot dot slash Minecraft means go up a directory and then go into Minecraft. And there we have Spigot 1.19.3.jar. Now that's the server file for running the the Java Minecraft server. Um, now um, I'm gonna show you how to have a script to have Minecraft in its own like virtual window, so that it when you close your computer down or your console down, your that it'll still run and you can access it. But once you bring it back up. But so let's just run this because it's gonna want to have us accept the EULA uh, in order. I'll show you in order to run it. Um, when I make the script to run it with one command, to start it with one command, to start the Minecraft server with one command, I'm going to put in parameters to tell it how much memory to use. Um, and that'll mean like that Minecraft server will have plenty of memory, and I'll know how much it should use, and so it'll run better. But in the meanwhile, java-jar and then the spigot, and it'll load, and then it'll say accept the EULA. You'll see. There it is. Need to agree to the EULA end user license agreement. It says like how they want you to, like what they think the rules should be for you to run the software. So let's see if we have Vim. Vim is a text editor. There it is. We do have Vim. It's kind of tricky to use though because it uses shortcuts. Alright, so it wants us to go to this address to see what the end user license agreement is, and then if we agree with it, we change this parameter, this text right here, to true, and then it'll work. But aka.ms slash Minecraft EULA, aka.ms slash Minecraft EULA. Let's see if that works. There it is. Major rule. All right, now one uh, one kind of distinguishing thing is they say make commercial use of anything we've made. What they're talking about are the in-game assets like the sounds and the programming in an individual way. Like they don't want you to resell the game that they're trying to sell. Now, when it comes to compiling things like Let's Plays and additional plugins, that's not what they mean by things we've made because they didn't make that. Even when you play the game and you're playing the sounds and recording videos of your gameplay, that's a compilation and you also add yourself, your likeness to the video you're making. So you can actually make commercial use of that. And they actually appreciate that because it spreads the usability, the value of Minecraft. Like people appreciate that, and it gets their game to be popular, which makes them more money. All right, using our game. I'm just scanning this. Let's see right here, like what I'm talking about. Also, don't just rip our resources and pass them around. Yeah. Content updates, termination, general stuff. Oh, that's really easy. All right, try agree to that. Alright, let's go back to the console. Now in Vim, to start changing text, you press I for insert, and see how it says insert. And you can use the delete key and add more things. And then you press escape to get out of insertion. And you do colon, see that? And then W for write, which will save the file, and then Q for quit, which will quit the Vim. And that just changed the file. Now is when I'm going to um, actually make the bash script. Now bash is the software, the terminal software we're using, or it's a generic name for terminal software. There's slightly different versions, but the the script, I'm gonna just start doing it and you'll see what I'm doing. So vim start.sh. Now start.sh doesn't isn't created yet, but to say that we're editing it, it'll start creating it, especially when we save it. So that way in the future you can just do ./start.sh and it'll start the server. So I'm just doing this from memory because I've done it so many times. It's pound exclamation mark slash forward slash bin slash sh. So it says it's a bash script. And I'm going to do screen, which is that program we installed in apt that lets you have a virtual screen that you can connect to and disconnect from. And when you disconnect from, it still runs and all that. So screen /d/m/as. That just says like when you start it, detach it. I don't even know if I want to do that because when I might want to watch it as it's going, so I'm going to take that out. But if I kept that, it means that like it'll start it in the background. Actually, sure, I want to do that. I like running in the background. /d/m/m/m. All right, and now let's put the name of the screen session. Let's just say Minecraft. Uh, I could say Minecraft server, but it's a server anyway, so you're not going to run the client on it. So just saying Minecraft is probably enough. Minecraft, and then the actual command. So Java jar. Now let's look up the Java spigot command. I'll just say memory, but uh, let's see what we should actually type. Um, like a lot of people start it this way actually. It says there it is. XMX and XMS. Alright. XMX and XMS. Then you can put megabytes and gigabytes. Alright. So let's try to do that. XMX and XMS. So that XMS, that means the small, like that's the minimal amount of RAM memory to take up. Um, so let's say 3 gigs. Then XMX, 6 gigs. Um, so that way, the software will try to run with only 3 gigs, but when it needs more RAM, it'll take more and use up to 6 gigs. And what happens is this Java software, it when it does something that creates something in memory, it might need that thing that it created, so it stores it. But eventually, those things add up to be so much that they need to prune all the things that aren't being used. And so it's called garbage collection, and it then uh, reduces the amount of memory that the software is taking to be more effective and efficient and all that. So a lot of people will put this at the same figure, like 4 gigs, 4 gigs, and that works really well, but I just kind of want to be like this. So if you look at the memory when the server is running and it's doing a lot, it just keeps on increasing the memory and eventually it goes down and drops a lot of memory. And that's what it's doing. Alright, now the name of the file. Now I'm going to save this, but I said ls. Alright, spigot dash 1.19.3 dash jar. That's what we're going to run. So let's do vim start.sh again. And then we're doing, now I'm going to put the jar after that, I think. Jar 1 point spigot 1.19.3.jar. Let's see that I wrote that correctly. Yeah, I actually wrote that correctly. Alright. And then, I don't know if this does anything, but it doesn't hurt. No GUI. Let's see Java no GUI. Let's let does the no GUI star programmers really exist? As far as I know, yes it does. No GUI. It exists, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah, it probably doesn't do anything. Says, oh shit! I forgot to do something with my server. Um, yeah, I'm gonna shut it down and change the settings. Sudo shut down now. All right. Stop. Yeah, stop. Oh man, there's this setting where I don't know if it's still a setting. I'll check, but it's where graphical things like are more hardware oriented. Let me see if that setting still exists. If it doesn't, maybe it's integrated already. Enable display advice. Yeah, that's what I wanted right there. Enable display advice. So let me try to modify it. I don't know if I can modify it. Shoot, I can't modify it. I have to back it up and then update it. All right, US West 1B. Um, let's. All right. Um, snapshots. No snapshots to display. Wow, I used to have a bunch of old snapshots from my old servers, and I guess they deleted them all. Create snapshot. But that, I guess, I'm kind of glad they did that because I wasn't able to spend any money on, whatever. Alright, so I'm going to remake the hardware that the system is using. So right now, it's taking the hard drive that we were that was on the system we were setting up, and it's backing it up. I bet the hard drive size will be 2 gigabytes, 1 to 2 gigabytes, maybe even 500 megabytes because of Java. But we'll see, and it'll tell us the snapshot size. Even though it says disk size 40 gigabytes, that's just the maximum. To back it up, it takes out all the empty space, so we're not wasting anything. Uh, it shouldn't take too long. There it is. Successfully created snapshot 0. So now it'll update soon. 1.62 gigabytes. It's very efficient. But now what we can do is we can delete that instance, which I wish I could just modify it, and then create a new one, and it'll be set up exactly the same software-wise. Did I delete it? Delete. Delete. There it is. Failed to delete. Oh. Oh, instance deleted. Good. Alright. Create an instance. I think I'm going to do it in Iowa still. I'll put O here. Sometimes it'll say it won't work because it's used, but Iowa, it already has it. Already has that specification. Oh no, I want the 8. 2 and 8. Good. Hopefully it doesn't up the price. It was 52. Oh, it reduced the price. Oh, Iowa. No, I don't want Iowa. I kind of do want Iowa. It's similar ping and it's closer to the East Coast. I think I had Oregon before, which is closer to me, which I kind of like. I kind of like that, I'll be honest. And I'll probably give me the same IP address. Oh, it reduced the price by like $2. All right, here it is. Enable display device. All right, good. It's actually good I'm showing you this because you can see what you want to do. Okay, so images, snapshots, select. So it's taken, oh, it updated by $2 because of the hard drive space. All right, that's good. Oh, and I'll show you one thing we want to do also. All right, so in networking, network tags. This is where it'll open up a port for your Minecraft server actually. So type Minecraft server and Google will know what that means and it'll open up the port for it. I'm also going to do Mumble server because that's a voice server I might do at some point. Alright, that's all good. Let me double check. 2 and 8, that's really great. It's looking good. Alright, I think that's good. Create. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Hang on. Coming through. There you are. Alright. Hey, hon. That's my dog's name. Alright. I'm back. Alright. So it's up and running. Let's see if the IP looks the same, 119. I forget the rest. Oh. Now you'll see in the ping probably went down. See, it went down. It wasn't able to reach the server, but then it came back up and it's able to reach just fine. Alright. So that's good. Let's refresh the ping. Average 35 milliseconds. Okay. Just so it doesn't have those lost pings. So for 69 seconds it was down. Alright. Retry. Resend. I don't know if this will work because it's technically a new machine, but it might. It's named the same. It's still low. But yeah, okay, good. It worked. H top. Alright. Looking good. Just to show it's the same machine. Has Java installed. Alright, Minecraft. I think we updated the oh yeah, start.sh, vim start.sh. I'll just take this off. They say it doesn't do anything. Alright, so are you ready to start it? Alright, let's start it. Start. Oh, I need to make it executable. Executable just means like you can like start a program, a file that makes the file into a program and allows you to start it. See, like Linux has a lot of permissions to prevent misusage, and yeah. So chmod, modify the permission somehow, plus x start.sh. Alright. Screen space dash r, because it's the only one open. And it'll show us Minecraft starting. Unoptimized data fixer. Alright. Looks good. Now there are no plugins in Minecraft yet, but we'll install those later. Alright, it's generating the world near spawn so that it loads really fast when people connect for the first time. I think it's saying 0 all the time because it's trying different locations to find one that's appropriate. When it finds an appropriate location, then it'll start generating the world and saving that initial generation on the hard drive. Oh man, that's really taken a while. I think the more CPUs you have, the faster this is. Um, yeah. You can see by the timestamp on the left that it's been. Oh no, that's just the time. That's not a timestamp. It's the time. Oh, found an area. So now it's actually generating chunks. Chunks are groups of the world, like 16 by 16. See, they're blocks. You know, Minecraft's made out of blocks, and a chunk is a 16 by 16 by vertical area of the world. Yeah, it's looking good. Now, like if we want to see the CPU usage, Control A and then D. Hold Control, press A, let go of Control, and then press D to get out of a screen session. But see, it was primarily using one CPU to do all that work. And so far it's using 3 gigabytes of RAM like we configured. So let's continue watching it do its thing. Q goes out of HTOP. Screen dash R. Alright. And if you do Control A, let go of Control, and press Escape, you can scroll through the messages. Alright, so it's doing the nether right now. And press Escape again and it'll, or Enter. Oh, there, it's done. Now, it took 191 seconds for it to do all that. Usually a server, like once it started the first time, starts in 20 seconds. And we'll see that. But yeah. Alright, so you actually, like, we can connect to the server. I'll show you. And it has no plugins. None of the settings have been changed. Hopefully a creeper doesn't blow up on me and scar the spawn. But yeah, let's move it to the screen. All right. On my home machine, I use Windows 11, and all right. So latest 1.19.3 play. And it all downloaded. If it's not downloaded already, if it is downloaded already, it'll just probably check to see that the software is the same and then start it. When software checks to see if it's the same, it's called checksum, and basically it puts it through a math algorithm and sees that the result is the same. Alright, hopefully it's a really good spawn. If it's not, I can move the spawn, but it's a really good spawn. That bodes well. Yeah. Alright. Now if you see on my computer, um, I have a 32 CPU computer and it's using all the CPUs. That's because Java is really good at multi-threading. It uses all. Okay, odlag.com. I'm going to refresh. Odlag.com. It's not responding yet. Let's see what that's about. Oh, well, no, it should go. It should work. Maybe I won't say it because it's kind of slow. Maybe I should just connect to it. Yeah, I'll just connect to it. See if it works. Connecting to server. And it shouldn't be that slow. If it is that slow, maybe I need to add more CPUs to it. Let's see HTOP with this fan. No, it's pretty ready. Oh, timed out. It didn't even say that I connected. Well, let's restart the server, see if that's a problem. It'll probably start a lot faster now that it's generated all that stuff. Oh, it hasn't even generated the end. That's weird. Alright. So start.sh. Screen share. Maybe it needs to generate the end. Alright, here we go. Alright. Alright. Now a millisecond is 1/1000th of a second, so 1,000 milliseconds is 1 second. So when it says it takes 14,000 milliseconds, it means it took 14 seconds. Alright, so 37 seconds to start it up. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can connect. Fresh. I forwarded it. Oh, you know what? I might have to make the firewall rule in the compute instance. Yeah, I think I've done that before. I vaguely think I've done that before. Okay, so that's probably what I need to do. Let's find the firewall. Is it in networks? No. Vim instance. Is there a firewall? View network. Oh, there's the firewall rules back there. Oh. Doesn't have doesn't have Minecraft. So I have to actually add Minecraft. Alright, let's add Minecraft. Firewall. Alright. How do we add it? Create firewall rule. Okay, Minecraft server. To allow a Minecraft server to function on the internet. Alright. Default priority. Target tag. Minecraft server. Alright. Alright, here we go. Does Minecraft use UDP? See, TCP and UDP are types of packets that go over the internet. TCP kind of confirms that a packet arrives, UDP doesn't. Alright, it looks like it uses both, which is good, because some people want the responsiveness of UDP. What? That person says they use TCP, which I expect TCP, honestly. Does it even say what it uses? Port forwarding, this is probably a helpful thing on how to port forward a few hosts from home. I'll probably just do both. TCP 565, UDP 25565. Alright. Oh, source IP 4 ranges. 1 IP range. Oh, no, no, no. Oh. Alright. Huh. Create. Let's see if that works. I was right to put Odo. Alright, Minecraft server. Yeah, it looks good. I don't even have to update it. It just works. Alright, now when we try to connect, it'll probably try. Okay, refresh. There, it worked. See, the fire, instant, like, that was it. Okay, let's see how the Minecraft server looks. Oh my god. Alright, looks good. We're on a mountain. Oh, and there's a village nearby. That's really nice. My instinct is to go to the top of the mountain. Wow, lots of creatures. Alright. I want to increase the view distance. That's one thing I really want to do. I love increasing the view distance. If I increase it to 32, that'd be perfect. Alright. Go to the edge of this mountain to see it generate new chunks. See further. I can't really see that far, to be honest. Now, with 2 CPUs, it's probably using, yeah, see that? If it had more CPUs, it'd probably be able to generate chunks faster. It's just chugging away using both the CPUs. Yeah. If I had more money right now, I probably will give myself more money, but I'd probably upgrade the server, which is easy to do. I showed you how easy it is to change the server. And once a chunk is generated and it's on the hard drive, then it doesn't take very much processing power at all to explore. It just pops up. See, now it's generated all the chunks. So see how low CPU usage is using. All right, back to it. Screen share. Yeah, see how I connected? Yeah. I'm gonna move a little more and see what happens. I'm gonna do this and edge top. Let's see if it can generate chunks and have some CPU left over. No. It's generating pretty far actually. Look at that. No wish I wasn't playing in such a small window. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at how far that is. Huh. Oh man, look at all the skeletons. If I die, I die. I don't have anything on me. I don't like dying. Oof. Alright. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, it's exploring. That's cool. It's a big old mountain. So, yeah. And it could be that if I used 4 CPUs, that it actually would only use 2 threads. And if it uses 2 threads with 4 CPUs, like it can only have 2 threads max, then sometimes you'll see like 50% usage on all CPUs, which means that having 2 CPUs would be just as fast. It just looks like it's more taxed. You know, not taxed, but yeah, utilized. Oh, snow, wow. Alright. So that's really good. I'll be right back in the AFK a little. Alright. Cool. Sorry about that. Not sorry. Oh, my water is almost out again. I need some more water. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Your fluffs and all. Alright, so it's going really well. Now let's configure the server. So to shut down, just say stop and it'll save it, save the world. If you have plugins, it'll save the plugins. That's usually how it works. And now it's offline. So if I say refresh, it doesn't have anything. Alright. So ls. That's how the directory looks. So let's configure it. Let's look at the options. Server.properties is the main configuration file for a Minecraft server. So here we go. It's just a text file. Little seed. As the MOTD server, custom Minecraft MOTD. I think you can add a space. Your own MOTD. Alright. Lags Minecraft server. Green. Let's add the Discord. Because I have my own Discord for the Minecraft server. Welcome. What's that? All right. All right. Let's do that. All right. Copied. So that's a very handy thing. MinecraftMOTD.com. Shift insert. That's really handy. CSS query port right there. That's the port you have to forward to 5565. If you have it on a different port, then you have to change that setting. Anyway. PvP true to PvP false. I like that. Easy difficulty. I like that. Next players 200. I think I might even do like 300, but let's try 200 for now. I haven't ever had 200 players. Most I've ever had was like 30. Honestly, every player is precious, and so that's one reason I really like having a Minecraft server. Is because it just boggles my mind that there's a whole world and it's computer generated and all that. Online mode true. Status, flight, view distance. That's the default view distance. I'll keep it at 10, but I think I can increase the configurable view distance if you configure your settings to 32. Server IP. I'll keep that blank, even though I'd like to put it as odlag.com. I'm not sure that the Google server itself that I'm renting thinks it's odlag.com, so it can't attach to it. So I keep it blank and it'll just work. All right. Sync chunk writes. True. Sync chunk writes, I mean, if you put it at false, it might be able to be more multi-threaded, which will utilize more CPUs, and I would try it, but I only have 2 CPUs right now, so true just works. Alright. Simulation distance. Oh man. I think you can change that in the client too. Alright. And I want to whitelist the server, but I also want people playing, so it's kind of a balancing act. Like, if people want to pay $5 to have the server, then they'll have a higher quality server and it'll make me feel valued. But I don't know. I kind of just uh, something I'll think about maybe. Yeah. Um, all right. Now that max world size, that's good to know because when you use a plugin that like does random spawn, you can configure it to be like the whole world. And that's a huge distance. That's 29,000 kilometers, which is a bigger size than the Earth. I think the world area of the world in kilometers. Um, where square kilometers, 510 million. Square root of 510,000 million is 22,000. So if you have a Minecraft world that's 22,500 kilometers by 22,500 kilometers, and that's actually it's 11,000 because that's the whole width. Like just saying 11,000 means that it's positive and minus, which is double the amount. So if you had a world limit of 11,250 whatever, that would be the size of the whole world, the same area as the whole world. And this has 29, so that's like more than four. Let's see. Let's see right here. So 11,250. See, 11,000. Let's see now. 11,250 times 11,250. That's not very. I'll still do it. All right. Divided by 29,000 times 29,000. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but yeah, like the area of the world is only 15% of the area that a world in Minecraft can be. So that's really amazing, actually. Alright, going back. I should have bookmarked that. This is how I close tabs. Alright, we're back. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so let's write it. Now the server.properties is pretty simple. I didn't do anything extreme, so it'll just work. But I want to try to increase the view distance to 32. if you set your client to it. So let's see if we can change that setting and if it works. Let's try spigot.yml. See if view distance. Okay, good. Let's try 32. And simulation distance. Let's see if that's in chunks, because 32 is chunks, or if it's in blocks. Spigot.yml simulation distance, because that'll define if what number we put. All right, simulate. There it is. Number of chunks. Okay, it's chunks. Okay, good. It's around entities, blocks, and fluids are updated around every player. So if we put it to 32, even when someone has a 10 view distance on, it might send them information about 32 chunks, which is a lot more, and might take a lot more bandwidth. I still want to do it though, because then when you have 32 view distance on a high-end computer, you can see like animals and things like that change very far away, which is very satisfying. Oh man, it says this field cannot be higher than 15 view distance. I hope that's not true. I'm gonna set it to higher and see if it works at higher. Alright. Simulation distance, I'm gonna put 32. I could put 16, which would save a lot, but I'll just do 32. And 32 is actually about 9 times as much area as 10 view distance. Alright, let's see about these other things. I want to disable creeper explosions to preserve anti-activation or whatever. Tracking range. Okay, entity tracking range. I want that to be high so that you can actually like see what things are doing a long ways away. Let's see what 32 chunks is in blocks. 32 times 16. 512. Alright. I'll put 512. 512. 12. 12. 12. 12. Activation range, I think, is just when something starts reacting to you. Alright. Hunger. I don't like hunger. I would change that, but it's on easy, so it's not so bad. Alright. Let's save that, and let's see if it works. First, yeah, there's no screen, so let's start it and see. Screen-r. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna make the Minecraft window a little bigger. That'll satisfy me better than when it's just teensy. Alright. Starting up, probably take 30 seconds. Is it gonna have to generate more overworld because the view distance is higher? 37 seconds. Okay, let's check this out. Alright. I like how it says 200. I like that. Alright. Oh shit. I don't know if I really want to kill him. Could just run away. Almost died. Man, I don't want any phantoms. Actually, I'm going to disable phantoms right now. Disable phantoms Minecraft. I think it's like, first I need to opt myself, but hopefully it's in the description. Show more. He's not saying I don't want to play a video. Alright. Do insomnia false. Okay. I'm gonna opt myself, which means it's elevated privileges. That way I can do commands in game. Game rule, do insomnia false. I should write down everything I'm doing. Um, in Discord, I'm gonna do that right now. Change logs. Alright. Did that. Also, see, I have to get, when it comes to mob griefing, there's some mob griefing that's good, like when villagers farm. So, I don't want to just do the command of mob griefing. I watched in a YouTube video by another Minecrafter that there's a better way to do it. So I'll do that later. So, right now creepers will explode on me, but let's see if, let's see if I can get 32 chunk view distance. Might have to run to see if it's 32 chunks. Oh my god. That was incredible when it showed. Alright, so I bet it's only 15 chunks. I don't see very far. I can't run from these guys. I'm walking from these guys. Yeah, I might have to figure out how to get higher view distance. Might have to even use an older version of Minecraft that doesn't have like the underworld in the overworld. Alright, so let's see what the view distance is once I can see very far. Oh man, I'm gonna die. I'll just die. Alright. You'll see how fast the world shows. See, that's how how fast it accesses that information is how fast it shows it. So you can see like how responsive that is. Okay. So many hits. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's see how far I can see and then see how far that is. Oh, not water. Alright, so it's probably generating chunks with how far I'm watching. Oh, there we go. That's not far at all. Is it still generating chunks though? The CPU usage is up, so I kind of want to say yes. Oh man, I hear something. Alright. Oh, it's just that. Sometimes it gets stuck loading a chunk over there, and then has to get done to load a chunk over there. Like over there I can see a lot further than over here, and I don't know why. Might have to upgrade the server without having enough money in there. Have like $100 server or something. I'm gonna do something real quick. Let me turn off the window. Let's see. There it is. Turn that off. Where is it? Turn that off. Okay, good. I want to do something real quick. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Let me figure out how to... There it is. Alright. So I turned Insomnia off. That's really good. Now let's see. But I can see really far that direction, but I can't see far that direction. It's even generating chunks right now in that direction. I guess with 2 CPUs I have to wait a while for the chunks to generate. I want more CPUs. I might just upgrade the server, even when I don't know how I'll make the money. Yeah. 4 CPU server. That seems very far away, actually. That's not far away. But that's very far away. I might actually see how far that is. Okay, let's see. So that's 0. Let's see how far it goes to get there. Oh, let's wait a little for its chunks to generate some more. I don't know if chunks to generate more. Okay, so that block of ice. Let's see how far it is to there. Yeah, I kind of want to install MCMMO because there's this acrobat skill in MCMMO where the more you fall, the better you are at falling, and I think that's kind of nice. I also want to install a tree feller plugin so that when you have a tool and you cut down a tree, the whole tree falls apart, which is really nice. Um, there's a lot of plugins. CO, like Core Inspect, which logs all the interactions with players and the environment. And if something bad happens, you can roll back what happened. It's not perfect, but it's good because you can kind of detect if someone's grief or not. It gives you, yeah. It's really easy to install and it does a really good job. I might have some LAN detection plugins. It's complicated for players to set them up usually, but once they are set up, people's like houses are safe. So that's really good. I hope there's 32 chunks. I hope it's 32 chunks to get to this. If it's 32 chunks, that'll probably be like 500 blocks. I'll have to configure it. Okay, so this is how far we could see from that mountain. Let's see how many. Oh, 400. That's promising. So let's see what 405 is in chunks. 405 divided by 16. 25 chunks. That's really good. I'm happy. It seems like the spigot is actually generating chunks far away, which is really good. See how bogged down my system is looking back at that, but I think it's worth it because it looks really good. Um, and the default when a player connects, if they don't change their settings in their system, is 10. So it'll run very smoothly for people. I don't know about the simulation distance, if that'll run smoothly for people. And if I install Optifine, which increases the frame rate of Minecraft, should work perfectly even at 32 chunks. And you can also zoom in with Optifine. Might have to actually do that now. Install Optifine on my system. That way I get most out of it. The other thing about Minecraft is, with the client, even if the server doesn't provide 32 chunks, if you explore an area, it kind of saves it on the client. So if you look back, you can see it. But no, it seems to be doing 32 chunks. That's really good. Alright, that's good. Let me install Optifine. So, optifine.net. Downloads. Ah, man. I want 1.19.3. Well, Optifine 1.19.3. Downloads Optifine. Missed it. Maybe I can install the 0.2 version and oh, there it is. I don't know if I trust this, but I'll do it anyway. Alright, download. Alright. It's an exe, which is kind of weird. Because I think Optifine is a .jar. Let's try again. Optifine. Downloads. Is it an exe? It's a .jar. Yeah, it should be a .jar. Maybe 0.2 will work with 0.3. I'll try that first, because I trust Optifine.net. I don't know if I trust that exe, because it's really easy to install a virus on an exe file. There are actually programs that you select an exe file and it'll add a virus. Alright, good. Let's try this. Open with Java. Good. Install. I don't know if it'll work, because it says 0.2. Oh, successfully installed. Let's see if it worked. Excuse me. Oh, nice. It went on this screen. Alright. Ah, it says 0.2. Maybe 0.2 will work with 1.19.3. It's worth trying. I guess we might be able to figure out what version it is once Minecraft opens up. I'll see how much CPU usage. That's beautiful that it's using 32 CPUs on my home system. That's beautiful because it's just beautiful. I think I have a shader, so it might go a little slow. Oh, 0.2. But it still might work. So I'll turn off the shader first. Off. Just so that it's smooth. I like the shader though. Though it's really hard to see in the dark. Alright. Let's see if... it won't connect. Shoot. Let's now, if we're going to install an Optifine, we need to have the latest version. Uh, we run it once so that the files are available, and that way I can work on it. Alright, latest. Run once. Be right back. Oh, I was talking for a while and you weren't able to hear me. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was just installing Optifine to have higher FPS. I'm going to take a break from streaming and I'll be back.